Howdy chaps, and welcome back to another fantastic episode. This one is going to be a bit on the fly. So this is my trip to the Corowa swim-in, sort of starting with some tank work at Ron's place again. So I'll give you a rundown of what's going on, what we've been doing, but to start off I'll throw in a couple of clips of the tank getting here. Oh, and unloading, and then a bit of fun, and now what we're doing. Clearly doesn't like him. What have you done to my tank? It was at this point we realised something's not quite right. Put it in gear and let the clutch out. Put it in gear and let the clutch out. Put it in gear and let the clutch out.
Want to see if it'll alive?
We decided that 4 wheels on my tank were not good enough to use. We had rims to be pressed on, but considering the time constraints and we needed to do this in a very short time frame, we decided that just pulling 4 wheels that were okay-ish off a wreck was going to be the fastest option. Gearbox must be stuck in first or something. There you are. Beautiful. And back out we drag the hull back to the lineup. It's always been a donor vehicle for another tank there, but you never know, considering what we're building from Rex, we may end up building that hull eventually anyway. But for now, it's done what it needed to do,
it donated its wheels, and back to the lineup it goes.
So at the moment on this property right now, there is actually 10 Stewart tanks in various conditions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th one is over here on the back of a trailer, on the back of a truck, hiding in the back corner of that shed. Also, on this property currently is every variation of M3 Stewart made. The early, the mid, the hybrid, the late, and the diesel variant. Every single type of M3 is on this property in various states. I find it interesting, probably only tank nerds will, but we've been busy. This is, obviously you would have seen the last time I was here, we got this running. That one runs. Mine obviously runs, and if you take a good look at her at the moment, she's looking a bit sad because I'm being lent some wheels that are better than what I had. There is a bit of wind, I'm sorry, but it is a blessing because it's 30 something degrees here, and he's just over there sandblasting some wheels. But there's mine in its hover conversion. Got the axles out, the wheels off. Another Stewart in a similar condition. Also, another thing, this is a Buna tank, went and saw combat in Papua New Guinea, World War II. So is that. So, these two tanks, that one and this one, haven't been this close to each other in 80 years or more. The last time they were this close was either in training or when they were in Papua New Guinea. Kind of fascinating, really. And we got wheels galore. So there's my old ones, looking very sad. One little sad thing is when this one, a chunk of the rubber came off, it flipped up, jammed the wheel, and it actually hurt the track a little bit, which is kind of sad. Dug a groove into the track, but hopefully we'll get some wheels with rubber on them on here, and then we're going to hopefully take 2 tanks to Corowa for the swim in. So just a bit of an odd start to a video, but we're trying to get some things done and whatnot. I'll show you what we took off to temporarily donate for the for mine. I mean, they're going to come back off eventually when I put new wheels on, but I'm talking a bit louder than normal because that's very loud. We've got a Lee, a Grant, a Lee, another Grant, a diesel Stewart, another M3A1, a Robinson's creation, and an early Stewart at the end of the pile. So that's the diesel variant, which is basically built on a hybrid chassis. If you don't know what a hybrid is, well, I'm not really going to explain it because it's too hard. It's basically a riveted lower with a welded top. This is the very late one. This is an M3A1. Really sad. We had to take the wheels off it temporarily for mine, and then eventually we'll do a wheel swap back. It'll get back onto it. It's actually got surprisingly good suspension. Drive sprockets aren't worn out. Springs are compressed and jammed, but they're not broken. Gearbox seems to be okay. This is the remnants of another M3A1, but it was modified to be a tractor, and when they put the Grant final drives in, they actually cut the tank in half and widened it so that would fit in. And this is a tank that's been donating continuously, but it's starting to get really sad now. with the oil on the floor, some of those bracketry are probably immaculate. See, I still classify that as a tank because, well, you can still turn that into a tank, it's just missing the top. But it is starting to get a bit past its use by date. And this is still technically a tank as well, but it is looking very sad. But yeah, that's what we're up to at the moment. And I call them tanks because I could turn them back into a tank. This is a proper tank, although it's seems a bit of a convertible version. You can still see the remnants of the side door. A lot of work involved in turning them back into tanks. Anyway, I will cut you back when I figure out what the hell we're doing next. Well, that's the end of a long day, but my loaner wheels are on. They've been blasted, axles cleaned, re-greased, they're on. Also, we discovered, because the turret ring was seized, it appears to have unseized itself a little bit with its running. Now I've got to hope and pray with the lighting that the turret brake works. Yeah. See you on the morrow. Alrighty, we're back again, and well, a day or two later. Well, it's not a day or two, it's a day later. Yesterday was a bit of a nothing much day. We did get another test run, and we have established that one of my magnetos is not firing, or not working, which explains the popping, farting, carrying on, and why it has a real tendency to want to keep running when you shut it off, because it builds up hot spots and all the other spark plugs, because there is 14 of them in there. And that is plenty, because it's not doing a full burn, it's running rich and carboning up the thing with extra fuel, and when you shut it off, even with the fuel off, there's still enough built up rubbish in the engine that it's able to keep it going. So fun things with cars and tanks and things. So today I'm going to get my mags apart, give them a clean. I definitely did this one, but I definitely glossed over this one at the time because I thought it was okay. But apparently it doesn't want to play the game. But it will also explain why it's running really rich, and it was a bit down on power actually in high RPMs. Because I was speaking to a couple of mechanic chums who know these things. Apparently that one, the set on the front are responsible for low RPM, the set on the back is responsible for high RPM, and it would explain why in fourth gear yesterday I wasn't accelerating. It just wasn't happy. So we're going to try and get the covers off that, have a look in it. These are not quite the same magnetos that you'd find on a Meteor engine, like that on those Mr. Hughes videos. They're a different, I think they might even be the same brand, just a different type. So they are a bit different. I'm not going to take them out because they seem to be okayly timed. I'm just going to clean up all the contacts in them and see what that does. I mean, if I get to the point I can't get one of them working, well, there are spares here that I can borrow to make it live. So that's what we're up to.
It would come back to bite me, that statement. I would actually end up removing both of them and bench testing them.
Alrighty, we've established that the magneto on mine after cleaning doesn't work. We've pulled this magneto off a spare parts engine, and you would look at that and think that is never going to work in a fit. However, it surprisingly, 80 years old, looks like crap, actually works rather well. So I'm going to give this a bit of a clean up, and then I'm going to hopefully remove mine and put this one in its place after I give it a birthday, and hopefully we'll get this running on 2 magnetos, because at the moment it's only running 1, and it is a mongrel to start. It's only slightly annoying. His one runs better than mine. Alrighty, they're loaded up. We're almost ready to get going in the morning. Off to Corowa for the swimming. And then the rest of this video we'll probably try and do some there if I'm not too embarrassed with filming. I don't really like filming that much. It's a good looking load. I realised that my tank looked good when it was clean, but I think it looks even better filthy. It is filthy, but that just means it gets used. Isn't that amazing? You can see the tracks basically sand the idlers clean. So if you're into model making and you want it to look like it's run, they all have to be shiny, and the edges of all these, because the tracks wear them and polish them basically. Good stuff. So we're here at Corowa. It's kind of what the caravan park's like. There's the tanks getting almost a steady stream of photos. And I'm going to just hold the camera and do a walkthrough. And then later on we'll give them a run around. I've got a permit for mine. Ron's got a permit for his. Unregistered vehicle permit, so we can run them around legally. And I'll just show off some of the vehicles. I might speed up some of the footage if you feel a bit nauseous. Look away. Well, I don't know where it goes, so everybody must be out on the day. What a weird looking canopy on that Blitz over there.
Yeah. It looks strange, doesn't it?
So if you're wondering what I mean by that, is when you are driving a tank and you turn, say you want to turn left, you got to remember that the right rear is going to go out equal distance. So apparently, I thought I had gotten past something, but Ron up in the top said you very nearly wiped out the side of a Land Cruiser with the back of the tank. But you didn't. But you very nearly did. So lessons learned. But he was double parked. I will tell you this. He was in the wrong. I was in the right. I was going very slow, first gear, making sure everything was all good, and his car was parked in the wrong spot. So, lesson learned, just be very careful.
There you go.
Ron, how are you, mate?
Good.
How's things?
Good, mate. No, you had one of the slack drill.
Yeah, me mate did it up and we needed the money.
Hard to sell stuff right now, though.
Oh,
No one's buying shit yet.
that's it.
I still feel like a complete idiot holding the camera filming. That Jeep's got a lip all the way around the edge of it.
No, it's slack drill, is it?
No, I don't know what.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nah.
I thought you would have bought that replica.
No, it's back up to the farm. He sold it on fucking Millweb for $180,000, and then the bloke couldn't get export or import permits to get to America. And then he goes, "Oh, fuck it, I'll put it on Lloyd." Yeah, and fucking it sold, but didn't back up again now. Got relisted, but I'd put back a Millweb and drop 10 grand or 20 grand. Clearly, that I can't believe it's worth.
It's like a Stewart on steroids.
Oh, that? No, that's not bad. Yeah, you've been out and gone.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Thank you.
I'll have to get around to doing mine at some point. That's the plan anyway.
Well, you know, Ron knows me, any help I can give you, mate, I will.
I have to film it, it's such an oddity. Isn't it nice?
Came straight out of the Ford factory as a prototype in Dearborn in 1943.
It's a shorty, but it's also long. Really plays with your mind.
walking all day.
Yeah, I'm just trying to film some stuff for the video. I figured I'd better get some stuff for the end of the thing. Some of these vehicles are huge.
Who's running it?
He's down there. Well, chaps, I had a really good time at Corowa. Met a lot of great people. To everybody who came up to me, and I reckon there would have been at least 100 people saying, "Hey, I seen your build on YouTube." Yeah, so hi, thanks to all. Sorry I didn't have enough time to talk to everybody. It was hectic as hell the whole trip. Very stressful, but it all in all went very, very well. And thanks for everybody who's watching. And I hope to have some more content coming soon. Probably going to be EJ related and potentially Jeep in the future. So see you around.